This is an abridged version of Frontline sniping positions. We're going to go through real fast. You knock down this tree, you can cover the third bridge and the fourth bridge, anyone entering into town. It's a little bit hull down with this wall over here. And you can cover anyone who's coming up from F. So if the enemy caps E or F, this is one of those positions where you can kind of cover both as they're entering town. This is, you look at where I am on the mini-map, you can snipe objective 2. This is a bug. I was able to shoot through the buildings and they shot me back. This shows how you can hit up on the hill. And we're going to see the opposite view from the rails after they crest the hill. Later on, we're going to see how you can hit them on the other side. This guy has a hull down position and a side scraping position, which is right over here. This is me playing it in the same tank, where you can harass the attackers from this position. I knock the tree down, go over here, spot the enemy, snipe them, fall back until you're unspotted, repeat. And you can hit the tanks that are crossing over here. What I did here was I went all the way to the back and I'm shooting the defenders from behind. I flanked them from behind. I'm on the attacking team. This is a position I mentioned before. You can hit tanks as they go through this gap or as they cross over here. This is a position, lots of people are starting to learn this position. I've been playing it a lot, very powerful. Lots of allies are joining me. Be careful, if you kill those tanks, they'll come looking for you. You can both attack and defend from this position. Lots of clear shots. It's basically near the soccer field. You can play hull down, you can side scrape, you can get behind a bush. Lots of beautiful shots. Here's, it's kind of a hull down position. There's a tank right there. I just hit him. This is the entrance to climb to objective 3. So you can hit those tanks from this position, which is near the soccer field. Basically, all I'm doing is turning my gun. That's another view. And you can watch from that same position anybody that crosses bridge 3 or bridge 4. Very powerful position. If the enemy caps E or F, this is the position to play. Here's another view of attackers coming into F. There is a point where they can get down below that you can't hit them. This is a position that you can look on the mini-map. It's not really worth playing. This is a great position. You can hit, he is south of cap E. He is, 519 meters. Look at where I am. I just basically spawned in and I could hit those tanks. As you get closer, you get a better view. This is a position near the soccer field. There's a gap. If you see that the enemy is about to cross the third bridge, you can hit him. You can see right there that I can hit him through that gap between the buildings. This is the crossover between D and E. A lot of tanks will go through there. And look, you don't have to be at the crossover where the bat chat is. You can snipe from a little bit far away. What I did here, the enemy capped E. I drove around and I came up to shoot at them from behind. Unfortunately, I did not see any targets. They had already left. This is a scouting position. Basically, because there's a lot of objects, you run around circles, drive in between, and you can actively scout through the gaps, but it's difficult for them to shoot back at you because of all the objects in the way. Look at it on the mini-map so you can see where it's located. If you're sniping objective 2, you want to go where the P-44 Pantera is, behind this building. If you can't penetrate, you rush over here behind this rock. I just died. He just barely got me before I was able to make it. And then you can shoot with your weaker rounds at the rear. If you're going after this guy, look at where he is on the minimap. Don't go the way the T-28 is going, because you're going to have a one-on-one head-on confrontation. If I go my way, I can hit him, and then if he tries to come after me, I got a lot of time to run away. This is sniping objective 2 from the lower area. I could have been a little bit further away. The further away you are, closer to the water, the more difficult it is for the enemy tanks like that 50 TP to shoot at you. This is your defending B. You sneak around over here. You hit tanks at the start of the game as they're trying to cap B. Lots of side armor shots. Get in these buildings. The enemy just cap E. You have to leave E. You come into these buildings. Hopefully you have a place where you can shoot them. Unfortunately, in this game, I was unable to find one. I'll keep trying. It will be in a future video. This is you are attacking B. You come up over here. You've got clear shots on all these enemy tanks. You can hide in this bush. You can hide in these bushes. I reloaded 26 seconds, started shooting again. Two of my allies came with me. Let's see how much damage I did. Okay, it looks like I didn't do any damage. Oh, you know what? Because I hadn't reloaded yet. Okay, so this is, I'm about to spawn in. I'm on the defending team. I'm going to drive around on this mini-map, come over here, come to this position, shoot these tanks in the rear. This is Cap D. Look at where I am. Look at where the enemy is from that sniping position at Cap D. You can shoot at them. There's a gap between the buildings. This is a very popular position. I'm starting to see a lot of tanks over here. We destroyed Objective 4. It's right over here. You can shoot down this road. You're going to find lots of enemy tanks next to the railroad. Lots of enemy tanks. Look how far away he is, 480 meters. So you got a clear open shot down this road, and you can turn around and hit tanks that are up in this sniping position, which we're going to show you later. If the enemy is climbing to go to Objective 3, you get one chance to hit him before the wall goes up higher. I'm at Objective 4, so don't think that you can't hit them. You get that one shot as they're climbing. Objective B, there's this hill over here that's too steep to climb except for where this tree is. Go to where the tree is. I just climbed it, and you can climb into Objective B. Over here, there's some bushes that you can use to snipe Objective 1. Normally, I come over where the Panzer Mutz is, hit these buildings, snipe Objective 1. Now I know you can come over here, although another position is where I'm pointing on the minimap. You're less likely to get spotted, and you can hit number 1 from a distance. Look at this position. Wow, look at that. Hull down. The enemy caps F. They go to the repair facility, and you are waiting for them near the soccer field. This is a sniping position. There's a building. I'm up on a hill. You can got clear shots. When they enter B, they come up over here and they cross over here, and you can defend. That's what the view looks like. They're going to appear over here, go behind this structure, come across over here, and then get to Cap B. You can also watch this area. It's not a perfect view. But if any enemy tries to come around, you can shoot at them. What I did here, I'm attacking. He's defending. I came around this way, came up, got behind him. I'm shooting him from behind. Look at that on the mini-map. This is a good place to pause and study what I did. Same thing here. I'm defending. I snuck around to here, and I'm shooting at the tanks as they're trying to get on to D. This is the position from the bushes. I'm showing how you can snipe at Objective 1. This is the position where you can hit Objective 4. You can shoot down where that defender was in the Scorpion, down that road. There's a lot of enemy tanks, and you can turn around. You can see that they were shooting at me, and you can shoot back at them. I'm seeing lots of allies in this position. This is an example where I killed a guy. He respawned. We were attacking. He came looking for me. Because I saw him coming, I ran and hid. And I thought he was going to come after me. I reloaded, but what he did was he started shooting at my allies. It's a great position. For Objective 2, there's a bush over here you can hide in. Because they changed the spotting mechanics, I don't know if you can still hide over here, but at least in the old version you can. In the new version, I'm not sure. This is where I was showing where I was about to spawn in. You get behind. This is just a view of what you might see. This is an important position if you have a high pen gun and weak armor and you want to defend Cap F. This is the position you take. I didn't notice this. There's a rock over here, a tree. There's a tree, another rock, some marsh. Knock the trees down, and you can guard this area. Hull down. That's what it looks like. That's with the tree knocked down. This is a hull down position with a tree. That's the view, hull down. This is an unlucky tank. This is a hull down position Look at where we are in the minimap. We're trying to enter Zone C. He's hull down. He's got strong armor. We can't penetrate him. This is what I saw. This is what he sees. We're coming off the beach. Luckily, LT-432, Sam Lockhart, LT-432, destroyed Centurion 5-1. Good job, Sam Lockhart. There is a sniping position. Objective 3, you climb up the hill, you climb up a little bit more, you're at the top, you can snipe at all these tanks. Guess what? I can shoot back at him. This is me killing him. If you position a little bit more, you should have an open view. So basically, if there's tanks defending where I'm pointing on the minimap, and you're attacking and he's defending, you can cross perhaps from F through here, go over into here and shoot at him. This is a great position. This is the point where you're going to say, you're glad you watched this video. Look at where I am on the minimap. The enemy rolls in through here, lots of slow heavy tanks and side armor. You got lots of bushes. That's what it looks like. And you can keep an eye, depending on how you position, you can keep an eye on Bridge 3 traffic also. Tons of tanks, side armor, unending stream. I moved up here so I could self-spot and keep an eye on Bridge 3. So this is a great position. Learn it. If you see lots of red tanks, you don't have to come across here and get to Objective 4. You come over here, you come through this diagonal, and you sit right there, and you got open shots. If the enemy caps B, some of them are going to come around and retreat and come around and retreat, and some of them will come through this way. This is where you can hit them through the gap. This guy, 554 meters away. Look at where I am. Look at where he is. What he's doing is he's coming around, firing 3 shots with his autoloader, retreating, and then I'm shooting at him as he's trying to retreat. This is the position I usually play from up over here. You can shoot these tanks, defend Objective 2 as they're coming up the hill. This is where you get them from the E side. There's a shot. You don't have a perfectly clear view. There is a building in the way. I didn't have time to look around to see if there's a better view, but this is a position you can take if the enemy is transferring between D and E. Either way, if you have to leave Zone E, you can come here and keep an eye on what's going on. This is the hull down position for the repair facility that I showed with the UDAS. This is at the bridge. We are defending, and look at what they're doing. I'm defending, and they're coming up Cap F. I've got open shots on them. My enemy, my ally is in danger. He's at the once they clear these guys out, we can't stop them from capping. So I help my ally from here. This is for attacking and defending. Okay, over here, you go to the rails. The enemy cap C, you go to the rails and you shoot at them. When you get spotted, you go down, you come up, you get to these rocks, you shoot at them again, you get spotted, you retreat to this position, you shoot at them again. Unless they have a light tank, they're going to advance slow. You come up to this position, you shoot at them. When you get spotted, you reverse down here, you go up to this position. That's your final position, is on the other side of the bridge, which I show in a previous video. Knock some trees down to see if I can hit tanks heading to the repair facility. You can also get people coming up the east side. No one's going to think you're here. Wasn't a great game. This is, you just capped E. You're going into town for Objective 4. Lots of enemy tanks defending up here. Red spots. Look at where they are on the minimap. You can shoot them through the gap from Bridge 4. So if you are crossing Bridge 4 and you see lots of red tanks over here, remember we saw that defender when we were shooting from the rail yard. You can shoot them from here, another angle. So keep that in mind as you cross into town. And that's the beginning. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.